Hi everyone. I just came back from the movies. I went to see the sequel to Suicide Squad. Um, Yesterday, I actually watched the first one again because it's been a while. I think it was 2016, yeah. So yesterday I saw the first one on Prime Video because I wanted to update myself to make sure that I would understand the sequel. Usually I need to do that. But I was very surprised to find out that this part 2 is actually not really a sequel because the story is completely different. I mean, it doesn't really start from when number 1 ended. So I was a little bit surprised. Also, most of the characters from the first one don't appear in the second. So I'm not sure if that's a spoiler, but exactly. I was a little bit disappointed because I actually like the characters from the first one. And the story is completely different. So in my opinion, my humble opinion, it's not really a sequel. It's a completely different movie. It's the same idea, but it's a completely different movie. I mean, if you haven't seen the first one, you can see the second one and you won't miss the first one. So they are, even though they are a sequel, they are completely independent. So, and a sequel that is completely independent from the first one, it's not really a sequel. It's just another movie with different characters. So it's not a bad movie, but number 1 is better. But that's my humble opinion. Anyway, if you still like action, explosions, good music, well, it could still be a fun movie to watch. And and I love movies, and I haven't been to the cinema very often because of the whole situation. So I was very glad that finally I had a movie that I wanted to watch, and yeah, it was fun. But honestly, number 1, it's still better. Anyway, today is Saturday. It is August 7, and it is Pride weekend in Amsterdam. And there was a lot of people in the city. The weather is kind of beautiful, but the sun is going in and out, and there are some clouds. I'm not sure if it's going to rain. I even had to put a ND filter on my camera because I'm sitting in front of the window and there's too much light, so I hope that it's okay. Anyway, there's a lot of people in the city, but the most important thing of Pride, I mean, not the most important thing, I mean, Pride is Pride, but the most important event of Pride Amsterdam is basically the boat parade, which is so nice. And for the second year, we are not having the boat parade, which is a shame. And I really hope that next year things are better and we are able to see the boat parade because it's one of the highest moments of Pride Amsterdam. It's kind of fun. There's so many people. I think that's why, because the boat parade attracts thousands of people to Amsterdam, and I think the situation is not the most appropriate to have so many people together. So this is basically why we are not having the boat parade this year. I think there was a walk. Not sure if it was today or last Saturday. There is this walk through Amsterdam. Not sure. I think that still happened because it attracts less people. I mean, still a lot of people, but it's less than the boat parade. And besides, people are moving in the walk. And the boat parade, there are thousands of people just gathering around the canal and just sitting there for hours and hours to watch the parade, which is amazing. So this is probably why. Anyway, so it's a shame. I'm not going anywhere. I think there is going to be a lot of other events programmed, but I'm not doing anything. I'm just staying home. Just came back from the movies, and I still got a couple of things to do at home. So, but I wanted to sit and talk to you about something that happened this morning. I mean, look, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's still kind of upsetting me that happened this morning. This morning around 9 o'clock, no, less, I think 8:30 in the morning, before I could go out to the movies and everything, because the movie started at 10:30. I usually go in the morning because I don't like crowds. So I usually take the first show because it's always quiet. And actually, there was quite a few people in the theater. Of course, lots of distance, but there was quite a few people. But I usually go in the first session, the first show, because it's better. So around 8:30, I think, yeah, I went to the supermarket to do my weekly shopping. And something very funny slash upsetting happened is that I was wearing my mask, because I still wear my mask. Even though I'm fully vaccinated, I still wear my mask when I go into a store or into the supermarket, even though officially we don't have to here. I still do it because I feel safer. I'm protecting me. I'm also protecting the people around me. Apparently, in the supermarket, I was the only one thinking that way, because everybody else was not wearing anything. But anyway, I was in there with my mask on and just doing my shopping when I came to this aisle, and suddenly this guy passed by me and he stopped in front of me. He looked at me, then he said something. He kind of made a serious joke. I say serious because he was not like laughing. He was just like talking to me as if I was stupid, as if I was a moron. I'm not even going to repeat what he told me because it was upsetting. But he just made this joke directed to me, especially because I was wearing the mask. It was a sort of advice, but it was a stupid advice, just mocking the fact that I was wearing a mask. And my only reaction was to look at him and say, well, thank you. And I turned the other way and continued shopping. And I think he was a little bit surprised by my reaction, because he probably thought that I was going to react aggressively and start an argument, which he was wasting his time, because I'm not that kind of person. I will hardly start an argument for something stupid. I mean, if somebody offends me on the street, I just pretend that I didn't hear, even if I heard, and even if it hurt me, I just keep walking, because I'm not kind of person who likes to fight. I don't like to argue, especially with people that I don't know. I will argue with a friend, but I will hardly argue with someone I don't know, especially over stupid thing. And so that's what I did. I turned the other way and I just thanked him for the stupid advice and left him there. And I think he was a little bit upset, because I could see from his face he was a little bit kind of maybe disappointed by my reaction. I have no idea what he expected from me after saying what he said to me. And I finished doing my shopping and I came home. But I mean, this thing has been bothering me, because I'm still trying to understand why some people do this. I mean, I was not doing anything that affected him. I was just doing my thing. And it was still bothering him, because that's the only reason he came up to me and said what he said, because I was probably bothering him by the fact that I was wearing something, and he, I think clearly, was against the fact that I was wearing a mask. I have no idea why that happened, but it did happen. And it made me think that, like him, there are thousands or millions of people out there who have the same type of behavior. And I am sorry, but if you don't believe in the situation that we are living at this moment, it's okay. If you don't believe, it's okay. But I do. And I will do whatever it takes to protect myself and to protect others. And if you don't share that opinion, I will respect it, because I think respect is very important. I will respect your opinion, but don't try to come up to me and offend me and attack me because I'm doing something that you don't agree with, especially when what I am doing is not affecting you directly. I still don't understand that. And this is why I was I was not a little bit upset. I was really upset, because the first thing that came to mind was asking to go, to that place. But then I thought, you know what? I count to 10 in my mind and I said, JC, that's not worth it. You don't even know this person. Just let them be, Let them be and just go on doing your stuff. And that's what I did. But I thought it was really important for me to come up here and share this with you. Because, like me, I think a lot of other people go through this kind of experience, because there are a lot of assholes out there who will do anything to draw attention and to get you out of your comfort zone and maybe try to initiate an argument, a fight, without any reason, because I still can understand why someone would do something like that. It's really beyond me. But I wanted to share that with you because this is my sharing spot. And if something happens that I think I want to share with you, why not? So I don't know if you've been through this kind of situation. I would love to hear. So leave it in the comments below if you've been through this situation. And I would love to read that. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And I really hope from the bottom of my heart that you don't have to go through this situation, because it's really upsetting, especially when you know that you're not doing anything. You're just doing you and you're not affecting anyone directly. And still people get bothered by that and they feel entitled to come at you and just offend you and attack you. Like, that's beyond me. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a fabulous day. Bye.